Listen, guys. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. With a false start there, it's want to be mad. Come on. My internet be playing up, baby. We don't need this right now, baby.
The reaction for the exact reason why we need to be here. If you don't have trust, and you don't have much of anything. I'm here to truly find out whether or not being together is what's right for us.
Now listen, let me just say something. Listen. Oh, my internet is moving absolute fugazi right now. Listen, let me tell you something. We're not going to be stopped. I don't care. We're not going to be stopped. The internet's not going to stop me because the show is on carnage. I cannot be stopped. I don't care how bad the internet is. We are going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it. I don't care how bad the internet is. We going to talk about it. We going to talk about it. Let me tell you something. I don't care how false start this thing is. Internet, you will work. Okay? Internet, you're about to work. I don't care what's going to happen. Let me tell you something. This show is on crack. Oh my gosh. This show is on crack. Don't watch the 2-part hat. You're not ready for this. Let me tell you something. I don't think I've ever seen a brazier start to a show than I have seen on Ultimatum, Move or Marry. What? Like, yo, Ultimatum, Marry or Move or Marry, whatever you want to call it. The beginning of the season is on carnage. Look, if you're not going to give me healthy relationships, at least give me carnage. If you're not going to give me healthy communication, give me carnage. And there is carnage. Let me tell you something, brother. I don't know what's going on, Kez, yeah? But this episode was brazy. Brazy. Let me even just bring you in. Let me bring you to see how brazy this show it is already. It's brazy. Mercies of God.
You know what? You can go ahead and talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Now we're gonna call it what it is. What that is assault. Okay. That is assault. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. That is assault, and that's a crime. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. What she did there is an assault, and it's a crime. I want to let everybody know I've only watched one episode. I have not watched the rest of the episodes. Do not spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for your friends. Don't spoil it for those of us who are in the chat. We don't want to know what happens in second episode, third episode, fourth episode, fifth episode, sixth episode, seventh episode. I don't want to know. We're going to only deal with one episode at a time. You know how I deal with these shows on Netflix. I wish my internet will stop playing around. Like it's moving mad. Okay? All right? Now, let me be very frank and be very, very real. We're going to keep it on one episode. I'm going to say this first and foremost, okay? I'm going to say this first and foremost, okay? The moment you put your hands on somebody, the relationship is over. I'm sorry. I have a no-touch policy, okay? Hear me very clearly. The moment a man or a woman puts their hands on somebody, I have a no-touch policy. It's over. I don't care how much you cry or beg, it's over. Yeah, I have a no-touch policy. Man or woman, I have a no-touch policy. I don't care if you were drinking, and I don't care if they didn't give you no food that day. The moment you put your hands on somebody, it is game over. Game over. It is game over. Okay? All right? So for me personally, that relationship is done. It's finished. finito. We don't talk about that relationship in a present tense. It's over. Okay, right? Now the funny thing was, he was talking all about, he was actually letting us know beforehand that he felt like there were some things they need to work on in their relationship, and he mentioned about how her reactions were off key, and she was like, no, my reactions are not that bad. I did not expect that. Now let me be very honest with you. When I started watching it from the very beginning, let me get my notes up. When I started watching the very beginning, I was concerned for the brother. And I'll tell you why. I said immediately, she's controlling. I sensed it from the very beginning that this lady is very controlling. And I'll tell you why. It was simply the way she used to hold on to him. Okay. All right. The body language. Okay. Right. Let me try, and hopefully this will work for us. The good Lord will let my internet work for me. I can't even bloody see, mate. Can I? I can hardly see. All right, cool. Fantastic. All right, cool. I got something here. Let's see if I can get this going. Okay. I was like, this ain't gonna work for me. This ain't gonna work for me.
Better correct that.
Selfless. Super selfless. I love you.
I love you too. Stop.
Okay.
Now, it don't look like much. Okay, it don't look like much. Okay, that was the beginning. It didn't look like much, but that's just the beginning, right? When I saw that, I was concerned. It didn't look like much, but when I saw that, I was concerned. That was my first thing, my first instant. And I said, it's the way she told him to stop. I was like, I don't like this. The way she was holding his arm, I didn't like it. I didn't like the body language. And I put it in my notes. I said, he said, I love you, but told him to stop. And I put in brackets, control. Look what I put in my notes. If you want to see, can you see it? Look at my notes. This is how I write my notes when I'm doing my show, right? I write notes according to timestamps. At 4:40, that's why I put my notes. I said, I don't like what I'm seeing. I said, he told her to love you. I told you to stop. Control. I instantly noticed straight away there was control issues. And I said, my intuition is speaking something. I better listen. Hey, you better listen. Okay. And so there wasn't anything that much mad about their situation, because when you watch it from the very beginning, I wasn't really expecting anything crazy per se. It wasn't anything mad at that point that I was like, oh, you know what I mean? It was more of a case of, I just saw my intuition was starting to peak up, but I did not like how she told him to stop. And I was like, wait, the guy told you I love you and you're telling him to stop. Like, you're trying to control how he shows up. I was like, yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Okay. Let's talk about Lisa and Brian then. Let's talk about Lisa and Brian. Before we do, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're going to be here for the next few days. And we're going to be talking about these relationships. I'm going to try and do this in time, but I think the weekend, you're probably going to lose me. So I'm probably going to have to do the rest on the weekday when I come back, because that weekend is bank holiday weekend for us in UK, and Carnival's on, and I won't be here. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't fancy doing stuff when Carnival's on, okay? But I'll try my best, okay? Now, Lisa and Brian, their relationship, already done so already. Make sure you like this live, you share, and you subscribe to this channel. We're going to keep it real. We're going to break things down in a different way for you. So if you watch the show already, then you're going to have a different kind of breakdown on this channel. All right. So like it, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. And for those of you who are returnees, where you know what it is, baby, you got the minerals. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Let's have this. All right, so I want to play a bit more of their situation, right? Because they got into a beef a little bit later on, where they were talking, and I was like, there's a reason why a man doesn't want to marry. So that can't be it. Why is my internet playing up, bro? Like, what are you doing, internet? I was like, when he said about his finances as the reason why he's not in a marriage, I said, he lying. It's got nothing to do with of that, right? When a man tells you that it's finances, I was like, most of the time it's not finances. Something else about your own behavior is causing him issues. That's the reason why he's in the situation he's in right now, right? There's usually some type of issue that they're not telling you that goes beyond your current behavior and they don't like it. But instead of telling you, they use other things to cover up. There's something wrong about your behavior. And with this young lady, unfortunately, there's something wrong with her behavior, right? She got explosive temper that comes out anytime, right? So, and this is where I started seeing her control. And I said, we got a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. I'm going to show you another clip, hopefully, as well. The internet will hold up and it will allow me to do this. Because, you know, okay, cool. Here we go. All right, cool. So there we go. I got this clip here. All right, cool. Here we go. Look what happens here. We're gonna have a conversation here.
Marriage isn't just about those things.
Before you said it was finances.
Finances was a part of it.
Oh.
All right, cool. So they start having this conversation about finances, right? It's what happens next that's the issue. It's not the finances talk. It's what's going to happen next. What she comes out of her mouth and starts to say, right, is that she starts to say, hey, I know about the finances situation. And she says, don't worry, I've got the bag. I was like, ooh, baby. That's why he's not getting married, because you got the bag, he ain't. He don't like the control that's happening. He don't like the power dynamics that's happening. He doesn't like where he's at in his relationship. He doesn't have enough power yet in his relationship. He can't be comfortable marrying you. And he senses that. And then she said she's ready to buy a house. And then she said, I make 6 figures for us. And I was like, whenever a woman says that, I said, baby, you're doing too much. You're doing too much and you don't realize you're doing too much. Not because you're bad, but because you don't realize the man wants to be the man. He doesn't want you to be the man. He gonna struggle. Okay? He gonna struggle. Right? He gonna struggle. Listen again. Listen here.
Me, because hello, I got money. Like, you don't have to carry a household. Like, you got a 6-figure chick right on your lap. Like, we can't even be comfortable enough to buy a house because it's like, oh, well, we're not married, so we shouldn't be buying a house. When I am, in fact, ready to buy a house.
Yes, sis. I hear you. Listen, I hear you 100%. But he now see how when she said she's ready to buy, I'm ready to buy a house, I'm ready to get married, I'm ready to this, because she has money, right? So she feels like she's ready to do all these things because she has what she has money, she has the money. So now she's able to buy her way into the wedding ring and the house, and she's ready to do all these things because her money now aligns, and which is really interesting. But also playing into the situation, she's 31 and he's 28. Okay, she's 31. She's 31. He's 28, and she talked about how maybe she feels like she's in a different time period because she's ready to get married and he's not in that space right now. But the reality of the situation is, dude is he's seeing something that he can't quite probably gather into words as to why he doesn't want to marry her. The reality of the situation is, right, there's too many things that are playing against him. The age gap, which is relating not just to the age, but actually experience and how they see the world and how they show up. 2 is finances, where she financially finds herself and how she relates to him in accordance to the finances. She's the boss. And he don't like it. Right? That's why they're not married. They're not married because she's the boss and he does not like that. Brian is 28. She does not like the fact that she is the boss. And as the boss, she behaves inappropriately. Right? He feels that behaves inappropriately, and we saw that. I saw her very emotional reactivity, very emotional reaction when she started crying in the bed about talking about them having to switch over, and then obviously the conversation in the morning. I'll try and get a clip up for you as well. In the conversation in the morning when they had it, she literally was saying, saying, talking about his reaction. He was talking about her reaction, and she was like, "My reaction? There's nothing wrong with my reaction. My reaction is fine." And he's like, "Babe, listen, let me just let you know, your reactions are wild. Okay, first and foremost, Lisa's pink. Okay, she beautiful. Okay, all right, she fine. All right, um, so I don't know a lot of this information. Is it from another episode? Because we don't know. In episode 1, I don't remember hearing this. Was this in episode 1 about a 10-year-old? Guys, we are only on episode 1. Okay, we are only on episode 1. If anybody is we don't want to hear anything about episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Episode 1. Episode 1. If you know you're not on episode 1 and you're spilling beans, we don't want to hear your voice. Episode 1 and episode 1 only. Okay. Episode 1 and episode 1 only. Okay. Thank you. All right. We only want episode 1 and episode 1 only. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. My computer decides to want to play up. All right. Cool. So, yeah. So their conversation that it happens, right? So, okay. But we now know. Okay. We now know. All right. The first episode is too juicy, baby.
Sad or something?
Yeah, you get upset. I don't have to tell you what you do.
I don't feel like I get that upset. I feel like I get an appropriate level of upset.
An appropriate level.
Yes.
So it's justifiable.
Yes.
I knew that as soon as he said so it's justifiable, I said, yeah, that behavior must be mad. But I didn't think it would be this mad. The moment he said, "Oh, so you believe it's justifiable," I said the behavior must not be corresponding. But I did not expect her to do what she did at the very end. That's when I said, "Oh no, baby!" At that point, right when they were talking about, it, I was like, "Oh, her feet." I was like, "Oh, baby, no, 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 no." I was like, "No, Lisa, it's your birthday." I was like, no, we don't want to see this kind of behavior, Lisa. And then the territorial behavior that she does later on, where obviously the girl Rhia is talking to Brian. Now, first and foremost, she's not wrong about Rhia. Rhia's got her eyes for Brian. She done told us already she got eyes for Brian. Rhia has got eyes for Brian, and she's willing to sabotage her own relationship to do so. Listen, Rhia is willing. Okay, Rhia is willing. She may be young, but she ready. You know what I mean? Don't worry about my voice. It's late in the morning, but she is ready. And I was like, yo, I was like, yo, what is going on? Rhia looks too ready to break rank, and it's like, I don't know. Part of me, what she described with we'll get there. We'll get there, Trey. We'll get there with Trey in a minute. Let me not rush ahead. Okay, let me not rush ahead. Okay, let me not rush ahead. Okay, all right, cool. This is when I knew that it was mad. Okay, I knew it was mad at this point. Look, impulsivity is one of those things that you have to understand is a very dangerous thing. When you become impulsive, you become dangerous to yourself and to others around you because you move anyhow, anyway. You know what I'm saying to you? And when she impulsively moved anyhow, anyway, I said, nah, man. I said, this is dangerous, bro. I still didn't expect what she was going to do at the very end. But when she moved impulsively.
Why you looking the way you looking?
I'm not looking.
I have a idea, but I don't want to make an assumption.
Now, of course, that was the first conversation, right? They had a first conversation, and she said, I'm not sure about this relationship. I'm not sure about, where we're going with this experiment. Baby, you're the one that gave the ultimatum. You are the one that gave the ultimatum. And all of a sudden now, when you start to realize the power is not in your hands, yeah, you're about to implode. When you realize the power is not in your hands, sis, you're about to implode on us. Why are you about to implode? Because the power's not in your hands? I said, baby, I need you to relax. Okay? I said, you can't be doing all of this. Okay? You can't be doing all this. Old girl said to him, I'm not your baby. I'm your ex. I said, oh, darling, I need you to relax. You're doing too much right now. You're doing way too much right now. Way too much right now. But then she said, obviously, that he's given her reason to not trust him. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's cheated before or what. Maybe there's something more to that. I don't really know. But that might come up in the later episodes, right? But it's crazy to say. Okay, so the part I want to focus on is I want to see if I can get the clip back up. Okay, but
Is he by himself? I don't even know where he is. Like
I think he's over there. I was talking to Roxanne for a while.
Is he by himself? I mean, you know, I feel like I'm good with talking to myself. You know, I'm gonna go.
there's some deep ass wounds in Lisa. I can't lie to you. There is some deep ass wounds in Lisa because for her to sit there, she was sitting there like she was crazy. I can't even lie to you. She's sitting there like she crazy.
I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Told staring deaf eye stares at old boy. I'm like, yo, this is too much. This is too much. It's too much. You know, like it's scary. It's abusive in a sense. It is abusive. That you know what I mean.
I don't like how you just intruded my conversation. Did I intrude your conversation? Okay.
Yeah, that drink is touching too much, man. That drink is way too deep in her soul and her system. This is actually abusive, man, right? You know, and it's aggressive, right? So, you know, my thing is in reality to the situation is it's obviously clearly this is not the first time. The drink just brought out more of the demon that was already there. Yeah. And for her to be like, I don't give an F, I don't give an F. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I was like, sis, what are we doing here? Why are we so territorial? Why are we still hanging on, you know, onto him? And then obviously after that, you're sweating him so much, you go and put your hand in his face. I was like, wait. So she had the audacity to put her hand in your face. The relationship is done. It should be, right? Relationship is done. Relationship is done. When someone puts their hand in your face, they don't have any ounce of respect for you, man or woman. Man or woman, they have no respect for you in the slightest. But I'll go deeper when I do my separate reviews for them. Let's move on to the next couple because let me tell you something, babe. Let me tell you about Ria and Trey because what the frick is going on there? But we have got couples this season. There's about to be carnage. I can just tell. But Rhia and Trey, that woman hates Trey. I can't lie to you. That woman hates his guts. I'll be honest with you. Rhia hates his guts. Okay? Rhia does not like that man no more. And Rhia can't wait to get away from Trey. Rhia cannot wait to run away from Trey. She's been wanting to run away from Trey for a time. This show is just a way of running away. And actually, he sealed his own fate. He sealed his own fate. I was like, wait, hold on a minute. When they talked about when he did the romantic thing, I was like, wait, what's going on? So he did a romantic thing, but the romantic thing didn't bang. I was like, okay, this seems weird. We did a whole romance thing, didn't
all the way
bang.
down the hallway to the bedroom, lingerie laid out, teddy bear on the bed. I had Beyonce playing in the back. So to me, I went above and beyond the romantic gesture.
It was nice.
Nice. Since then, I'm kind of.
He doesn't.
Now, let me just say this: when someone does something nice for you, and you tell them it's not as good as I saw on TikTok, I'm gonna have questions for you. Okay? When someone does something nice for you and they tell you that it's not as nice as it was they saw on TikTok, I already know that you got poor expectations of relationships. Okay? Right? I already know you got poor expectations for relationships. Not only that, when you give us a background, you've let us know that all you've ever seen is situationships and divorces. That lets me know there's going to be some fear there working in between you even having a conversation about marriage, right? You're going to be operating from a place potentially of fear because that's all you've ever seen. So I was like, okay, I think she's afraid of getting married because what she has seen in terms of situationships and divorces. She doesn't want to get divorced. She doesn't want to be abandoned. Doesn't want to be left. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's what it's telling me right there. You know?
Every day is not just a feeling.
So I haven't seen a happy, healthy marriage. I've only seen, situationships or divorce. But like, when you're looking at social media, you see like all these big old cases of roses. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
The first Valentine's Day.
So I was like, okay, so all you've ever seen is situationships and divorces. Let me be real with you. We need healing. We don't need the show. We need healing. Okay. We don't need this show. We need healing. Okay. Right. Potentially this could be saved, but we need healing. Right. And you're absolutely right, Adri. You're absolutely right. Rhia knows that Trey's not the right one for me. And Trey knows it too. He's desperately hanging on. Right? They both know they're not right for each other. But if Rhia is not strong enough to say she wants to quit because she's scared of being alone. But Trey's also scared of letting her go because he's scared of being alone. Right? But the reality of the situation, Rhia knows that this ain't the right relationship, hence why she's so quick to want to move to Brian. And Trey knows that's why he can't answer simple questions like, if I didn't want no kids, what would you say? You wouldn't want her no more, bro. That's the reality. If she says she can't have no kids, or she says she doesn't want to have no kids, you ain't going to want to be with her. But bro was stumbling on answering the question, right? He was stumbling on answering the question. When she said the what if, whenever a woman says what if, and the what if is if I move to somebody else or it involves another party where they're going to be cheating on you, know that relationship is over. Know that relationship over. Okay? Okay? Know that relationship is over. Okay? Ooh, sorry. No, that relationship is over, bro. Let me just bring this up so we can get this point I wanted to see because this conversation was real, right? They were having a conversation. I was like, yo, y'all spitting right now. You're bringing some real issues to the foreground. Okay, I was like, I may be young,
Like,
but
would you
I'm
still want to be with
ready.
me? Like, would you be okay if it's just me and you?
I'm telling you, I want to be with you.
So you okay? So you even if
I'm to you, Rhia. I want to be with you.
All right, cool. So this situation here, right? Look, she dropped him with the what if I don't want to have kids situation. She downright knows this is his game breaker. She knows that's his game breaker, right? She downright knows that this is his game breaker. If she says, what if I don't want to have kids? She was actually testing him. What she wanted to test is will he let me go? Okay. What's this beside my bed? Sorry, I said my bed. Right? She's testing to see will he let me go? Right? Because in her head, I think here it is. Here's the situation with Rhia and Trey. Trey likes her more than she likes him. Right? And this relationship will only end if she decides to end it. Then she was testing him to see, she was testing him in this moment to see what would his reaction be, right? What if I don't want kids? Now, I know she wants kids, right? But she gonna say that because she knows how important it is to Trey. And so what Trey failed to realize is he failed the test. because she still, see, she was testing to see, does this man love me more than I love him? Does he love me too much? Not the love where, oh, does he love me and he care about me? Does he love me too much that I don't love him the same way? Right? He's willing to make certain sacrifices that she never will make. It's always going to be an unbalanced relationship because he can't see that the relationship is unbalanced. You like her more than she like you, bro. Okay? You like her more than she likes you. And that's why she can ask you, what if? And then you're stumbling, say, it ain't, it ain't about the kids. I'm just trying to make it through to the next part where we, say, where we're making to the next part. What next part? I'm so confused. What is the next part? If she's telling you she might not want to have kids, bro, you might not want to even try and progress the situation. She's letting you know that I don't feel like this relationship is for me. What are you talking about? Let's wait. I'm just trying to make it through to the next part. That's why I realized, yeah, brother, you love this girl way more than she loves you. You worship her. That's a problem. She's going to always resent you because she needs a man that she can feel strong and safe with. And you're not promoting that by worshiping her. You know what I'm saying to you? You're not promoting that by worshiping her. And I was like, oh, man, these two. It's the mad things. It's the mad things. Okay, cool. Let's talk quickly then. I don't want to go, like I said, I don't want to go deep. I just wanted to just talk about them really, really quickly. But Rhia, obviously, and Brian, obviously, their connection was real. They started talking not only there, but at the pool side as well. And it seemed like the energy seemed to be, the energy just seemed to be righteous. I can't lie to you. The energy seemed to be righteous, was working goody. And obviously, Trey obviously got on with Lisa and obviously that new other girl. I don't know what her name is, the one that's dating childhood like sweetheart or whatever, right? So yeah. That being said,
maybe I hadn't met the right person. It brings it out.
That brings that out, yeah.
Normally, like when you talk to guys or you're around guys, like they're not really open. They don't really like talk about their emotions and how they're feeling. Like, but for I am, he's more open. Everything kind of like I just spoke. I think that's what really.
I was like, Rhia is ready to go. Rhia said, "I'm ready to bounce. I'm ready to be out of here. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be gone. I'm ready to be out for moosh. I don't want to be here no more. Okay? I want to leave Trey. Trey annoying me. Trey needs to get on. Let Trey go and do what Trey go and do. But I want to do what I want to do." I was like, oh, okay, baby. She ready to pack her bags and leave. I ain't mad at it though. If that's how you feel, you brought you on the show to be Ultimatum. You've done nothing wrong in that regard, right? You have people that you're connecting with. Fantastic. Can't blame anybody. I was like, sis, you need to sit down on the bench and heal. But since you're going to continue moving mad, I was like, well, what can I say? At the end of the day, if sis is willing to ruin what she has in relationship-wise for this little fling on the show, that's her business. She'll learn a lesson. She's young. She'll learn. Right? She'll learn. She's young. She'll learn. Okay? She'll learn her lesson. I want to talk a little bit about Roxanne. Let me just quickly, because Roxanne was doing the most. Roxy, you're doing the most. Okay? Roxy was doing the most. Let me tell you something. Roxy likes control. Okay? Roxy likes control. She's a person that needs to be in control. And if she's not, she's going to feel like she's not safe. Roxy was definitely control freaking and controlling and seeing that. I was like, wait, Roxanne, what are we doing? I was like, Roxanne, what are we doing? All right, it was Roxanne and Nick, isn't it? Boy, I'm getting tired, boy. I better get out of here before I get. Okay, Roxanne and Nick. Okay, interesting. Is when she told him not to get mad. I was like, why is she telling him not to get mad? Is that a big thing? You know, let me play the clip. There you go.
What I want.
But if I wake up and I like, you know, you talk about like
all this other stuff.
Oh, where is it? Did I not get the right clip? Sorry. Ah, that's because it's 18. I was like, blood, I'm on the wrong part. Okay, cool. Let me do this part. Roxanne. I was like, bro, it's a Madeleine.
You will get married. I guess I just wonder if it's you or it's just my mentality, right? Like, I just don't really believe in marriage.
Now, she says she doesn't even know if she even believes in marriage, but she could get married for the right person. Baby, you're basically saying that he's not the right person. Do you know, right? Right? You're letting us know that he ain't the right person. So I was like, Roxanne is ready to bounce, bro. Roxanne is ready to be deuces and out of there. Roxanne is like, if you don't match my ambition, I'm out. I felt like there's a lot of masculine energy with Roxanne. Can I be honest with you? I felt a lot of masculine energy with Roxanne. She wants to lead, control, you know, and I was like, this ain't gonna work with everybody. Right now, it might work with your guy, but there's a lot of masculine energy you're carrying, Roxanne. You want to be able to lead the relationship. And you're afraid of being hurt, so you're trying to even put your walls up in these relationships. I was like, no. Okay. She like, and when she was at the date, she was like, I need a super ambitious person. Like, I was like, baby, ambitious, super ambitious. Baby, we're on the same level. Relax. Okay, relax. Rickin' freaking lax. Okay, Rickin' freaking lax. All right. But she was like, I need to connect with business. And I was like, okay. I was so confused by that. Okay. So you need to connect with for business. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Listen, if Roxanne wants to connect with people based on business, let her do so. She's just a very strong personality, and that can rub a lot of people the wrong way. It can make her come across as obnoxious to other people. Do you know what I'm saying to you? So I was like, looking at Roxanne, I was like, Roxanne, baby, I don't know if you know how you're showing up. I don't know. But you're definitely appearing aggressive and masculine. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, man. Bad mind thing. But listen, I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting tired and I haven't got the energy to give you guys a full-on review. So we're going to like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, baby. I'll be back tomorrow. I will have another live. I will do it at probably like 7 o'clock for you guys, and we'll break it down some more. But I think we've broken up what we need to broken up. Baby, Lisa crazy, but it's great TV. I appreciate y'all.